Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report, where a firm has pinpointed the paltry percentage of marketers who fully understand their customer base by their own admission. Angus Reid speaks about current polling realities, and if you think you know it all, well, this may change your mind. Privacy warnings about Facebook are out from the EU, and what the Heinz-Kraft merger means to us in research. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by Focus Vision, your single-source solution for quantitative and qualitative research, including its latest edition, Research Reporter. A study from Signal, known for its real-time cross-channel marketing technology, claims companies are actually blue-skying their prioritization of a 360-degree view of the customer. Quote, marketers are struggling to connect the dots, to understand customer identities, and to create seamless experiences that customers demand, end of quote. So summarized Signal CEO Mike Sands. 90% of marketers told the study that a single view of their customers is important or essential, but only 6% have attained, quote, that panoramic customer view, end of quote. And only 8% of these marketers say their tools are doing a good job in helping to develop a unified customer view. Now, Signal had a breakdown of some of marketers' admitted problems, like the 57% that say they are unable to merge profile fragments as new data becomes available, the 55% which cannot collect and connect data across channels, 70% have gaps in their solutions' data capabilities and effectiveness. Next, I've had the honor of knowing Angus Reid, who is Canada's best known and longest practicing pollster, for well over a decade. Late last week, he wrote a penetrating analysis. Online polls are better than phone surveys in almost every way, for the Huffington Post. If you think you know all there is to know about that subject, well, here are a couple of things that I learned. First of all, not new is pollsters' recurring focus on controlling their polling costs and the representativeness of the sample being very key. Reid wrote that telephone polling is not, as some assume, the gold standard. Quote, because most people on the other end of the phone line don't want to participate. Rejection and non-completion on phone polls run to the 95% range, end of quote. Reid added that the popular and growing robopolls are further eroding whatever small group of willing people are left on our phone lines. The volume of people saying no to polling overtures on the phone has caused, Reid says, investment in polling to move from placing interviewers in call centers to spending that money to attract members of the public to participate in the survey program of one or more polling firms. And he described the successful use of provocative sample questions in order to attract panel members for future research. Reid also ticked off a few benefits in using online. In some instances, he said, you get better quality. But there's also the situation where you can explore sensitive subjects in a more conducive venue online. And being able to present video and photos online are there for the taking, which is another bonus. A couple of other short notes for today. The European Commission warned EU citizens that if they want to keep information private from U.S. security services, well, they need to close their Facebook accounts. That came in The Guardian. And you undoubtedly heard about privately owned Heinz's acquisition of publicly owned Kraft. Is going to form the fifth largest food and drink group in the world and the third largest in North America when and if it closes this June. But for us, the continuing story could be slashes in headcount in coming months. Now, elimination of duplicative roles is a standard operating procedure after a merger. But a few of the newspaper business sections that reported on this story pointed out specifically the significant cuts in marketing positions that have been the standard operating procedure for the private equity firm 3G Capital, which owns Heinz. And that will be especially interesting in this situation because Kraft has been working hard in 2015 to reignite many of his brands which have been stagnant. That is your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored by Focus Vision, your single-source solution for quantitative and qualitative research, including its latest edition, Research Reporter. Research Reporter provides an integrated system that pulls together past research data, increases your efficiency by putting all your data in a single location where you can manage all your research resources, and it also increases the quality of current projects. We've created a link to Research Reporter so you can find out much more. It's in the email that we send out to our subscribers, and it's also in the description box underneath today's video, so take a look. Have a great research day, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.